Hello everybody, today I'm going to share with you this pretty interesting piece of equipment. To the best of my knowledge, this is an A.O. Spencer light for a microscope. I believe A.O. stands for American Optical, and I think it says that here on the bottom. Yeah, American Optical Company. And it says it right here on the badge, if the camera will focus on that, A.O. Spencer. And this light, my dad picked up for me along with the amalgamation, whatever, a different medical lamp that I have. I can't pronounce that name at all, but I think I pronounced it okay in the video of that other light. Anyway, this particular light here hasn't been touched in I don't know how many years, but it's in very good condition, just like the other medical light. Obviously, this doesn't have to be used just for medical purposes. It came from a hospital, but like the other light did, that came from a hospital. But this one could be used in any type of scientific research, I suppose, because it is a light that you can focus out the front here. So I don't know too much about it, other than it's used for microscopes, I believe, and it's just an old, interesting light. But we'll definitely take it apart and look into what it is and how it functions. I guess we'll start with the cord. You can see the original plug here, which is starting to crack a little bit, as you can see. I'll try to take this apart. It looks like somebody tried to, or it's just been coiled up for however many years. So let me take this cord apart here. Looks to be about 8 feet long, maybe. We have a very nice switch, which still functions on, off. So we can turn the light on and off. Nice switch. The cord is in great condition. It's just the plug there at the end that's in not so good condition. So let me turn it on its side so you can see what it looks like if it was laying down. So first of all, we have this knob in the back, which can adjust the angle of the light. So obviously right now it's just moving the base, but that would move it up. And turning it this way, you can see the base is moving again, so this would angle the light down. Obviously this is happening down below. We can see where it comes in and adjusts the angle. As I showed earlier, here's the specifications of this particular light. American Optical Company, made in the USA. You can see this is the catalog number 735. It is 100 watt and 115 volt. And we'll take a look at the bulb, of course, as well. Something else is stamped there, but this light is in really good condition. So there's the base. Obviously we took a look at this here, that little plaque, I guess you could call it. You can see in the bottom here, there's the base for the bulb. Yes, cloth wires. Very cool. So again, we looked at the side thing here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the front. So we have this piece of glass here, which is blue. And let me get a better angle here to hold it. So we have this piece. As you can tell, it is blue, but it's frosted on the other side. There's two pieces of glass in here. I don't really know why it's blue, probably to make the light a little more whiter than a typical incandescent bulb. So very interesting. This just slides on to the apparatus. You can take it off. Now we have this dial here. And what this does is it's just like your camera. We can make it smaller to let less light out, or bigger to let more light out. Obviously to also help focus a pinpoint amount of light and in a certain area. So very unique. So that's that. Now if you'd like to focus it, obviously there's a lens in there that you saw right there. We turn this knob here and you can see the one on the other side turns as well. And that helps us focus the light beam. So there you can see it work. So put this lens back on the front. Very unique. Now to get to the inside to service it, we simply just undo these two side screws here, and the back comes off. Inside you can see the lens. I'll set that aside. So here you can see the bulb, and it's in this metal cage which does have some rust on it, but I'm sure that can be cleaned up. We can see the very antique looking socket here with ceramic inside and cloth wires. which then go into the back and must, yeah, you can kind of see it there. It must go inside of this wire here or something like that. So to service the bulb, you can see there's a clip here on either side. Oh, I guess just one. And that slides down. Of course, we have a vent here at the top to let heat escape. This is a 100-watt bulb, so it is going to get quite hot. So we take this off the side, and this slides down. Now we can access the bulb. So inside, we have a GE Spot 100-watt, 120-volt, base down to horizontal. Obviously, that's how it's operating. This bulb gets incredibly hot. You can see the filament design there. Now, looking it up in my catalog, this is a 1993 catalog. I believe this is the same type of bulb right here. We can see 120 volt is a clear spot. It is a, the base is correct. And so yeah, there's some information about the bulb. You can see each of the columns. So if you want to follow it down, you can get what all the information is. But that appears to be the same bulb that we have here, a clear spot. So I don't know if there's anything out there that this could be retrofitted with. I would love to use this fixture as some type of a novelty light, but I don't want to use it with the 100-watt bulb that's in here, because obviously that's a really high wattage for what it is. So I don't know if I'll put a different socket in here. It looks like you could. You just loosen the screw and the socket can come down. Probably they need that feature to focus the filament right in the middle for reflection. So to take the bulb out, well, there, okay, well, I guess it wasn't really in there very well. It was just sitting there. Oh, it just has one pin on the bottom. So there you can see the inside. This is my first time taking this bulb out, so pretty cool. I'm looking at it too. USA. Pretty old bulb. Set that down. So you can see the reflector in the back to reflect the light. You look down into the socket. Oh, I guess that makes sense. It's just sitting in there. It doesn't actually... Oh no, you can twist and lock it in place. Okay, interesting. So you have your reflector assembly in the back there. Taking a look at the wires, I'm going to move this out of the camera just so I can get a closer look myself. I think they're connected to the cord, but also I don't think they're part of the cord itself. I think the cord is a separate thing from the socket. But I wonder if there is a bulb out there that would fit this socket. It would be 120 volt. Maybe I can find an adapter or something to adapt it. Because I don't really want to modify it. It is an antique thing. It looks antique anyway. I don't want to mess with the wires too much. Just a very cool bulb and fixture. So there's the bulb. We'll put it back in there. We'll turn it into place there. For some reason it wasn't locked into place. Somebody didn't do that. So there, now it's locked into place, which you can see now the filament is vertically aligned with us. And before you saw it was at an angle. It obviously wasn't in there all the way. So I'll put this back in here. There we go. And we'll tighten up these knobs on either side. Set it like that for the moment being. Now I know this plug on the end is cracked, but if I'm careful enough with it, we should be just fine. Yeah, that should be okay. Yep, I'm not getting shocked by anything. Nope. So there you can see the light coming out. Now obviously we have the 100-watt bulb on inside there. Very bright. It's going to get very hot and start smelling here soon. So we have a very intense amount of light. We can obviously turn the collar here to adjust how much light we want. We can also adjust the focus of it. So let me turn off the main light here and this other light. And I'm going to point this down at the sheets here. Now let me... Okay, there, it focused. Now you can see the blue filter gives it a nice color to it there. Oh, the light is flashing into the lens at an angle. It's hard to see it focus like this, but let me turn the collar. So there you can see what it would look like on a full blast. You know, it's a very nice, you know, white light. If we take off this filter, which we can do, not a problem. Now we can see it a little better. Let's try focusing it. This might be very hard to do. Oh yeah, the camera's not going to pick it up. But you can see the filaments. Yeah, the camera's not going to pick this up at all. You can kind of see the filaments there. Because obviously there's some in front of others, so you can kind of see a shadow of them. But very cool. Well, this thing's starting to get very warm. But yeah, just a very unique light. Again, we have the... Very cool. So, let me set this back down. Preferably with the light side up, so we don't burn anything. I'll turn it off, because it's starting to get very warm. Put our glass assembly back on. And you can kind of push it into, it's probably not recommended, but it works really well. Anyway, I really do hope you enjoyed this video of this pretty unique A.O. Spencer microscope light. It's a pretty interesting piece. I'll definitely use it as some type of a novelty light when I find an appropriate bulb to put in it. Anyway, once again, I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and also please comment, rate, and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching.